for.
Blue Corners coach says it's going to be a murder. We'll see. Good glove touch. All right. I see a leg kick coming. Ooh, high kick. All right. So it seems both guys actually have a wider stance. I'm sure they have a plan for that. Ooh, big left hand from Dancy. Barely lands, though. So
Floyd shoots in, goes for the double leg. Looks like he's going to get it.
Wow. Wow. In the way. That was crazy.
He drove him too far, and the cage on the other side saved him.
And from what I can tell, it looks like Danny's going to start getting a little desperate to get that shot. He knows he can't stand and bang with Dancy, not with that range. And I think Danny's also starting to get a taste of
Floyd with the underhook here. You got to think he's going to judo throw him.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Ooh, big knee from Dancy.
Now Dancy going for the takedown.
For the single leg. Wow, big left hand followed by a right body kick. That definitely stunned him. There was no way it didn't. He's setting up that knee. Big knee from the left. Probably from the right now. Some dirty boxing in. That would be smart. Danny's just trying to get off the cage at this point. Ooh,
yep, Dancy was setting that knee up.
Look at it hit to the hip, too. It probably didn't feel good. Dancy's flowing. And nice dip out of the way from Floyd. Doesn't seem like Floyd has really gotten his range down yet. Still trying to gauge it. Nice inside kick from Floyd. Flurry from Dancy.
Floyd ties up with Dancy again. Floyd takes an underhook.
Dancy's looking for that knee, I can tell. He just wants to sink that knee into the body. Ooh, nice body shot.
Floyd looking to dig that other leg.
Ooh, big knee, that's what I was talking about. Dancy would be better off getting some leg kicks in while his opponent has such a wide stance. Overreaching from Dancy, but I'm sure he'll make up for it. There's a nice inside kick. That's what I was talking about. Whoop. Overreached, but made up for it. Followed by a jab.
Floyd coming in hot.
Yep. So Floyd probably feels like if he gets into the pocket and tries to put him up against the cage, he can pretty much follow the same game plan as Dancy.
And Floyd's got to get inside like that because they do have a little bit of a height differential.
Ooh, big left from Dancy. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Leg kick from Dancy and now likely in the round.
Just got word. My coach over at River City Warriors just brought home a win over at Shamrock. Shout out to River City Warriors. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, I had to say it.
I understand, man. I get happy when my teammates win too.
I mean, you got to show love to the crew, man, for sure. I'm trying to get him to come fight out here, actually. I think he would kill at 185 kickboxing. So I will say that we're not seeing, like, besides maybe like one missed kick from Dancy, not a lot of flailing and a lot of accurate strikes. They're shooting for takedowns with very specific intent. They're not just going for whatever. I do see Danny getting a little desperate, though. Like, I could see him in this next round getting desperate to shoot for that takedown. And if Dancy is ready for that, I don't know. He might be able to stuff him every time, and that'll just wear out Danny.
Both fighters feeling each other out in the second round.
Yep. I'm willing to bet Danny.
Floyd looking for a way inside.
Yeah, he's trying to feel out that distance and figure out a way to get in the pocket, but Dancy has figured out a way to circle out every time he gets in close, which is super smart. Overreach with the kick, but good recovery.
Floyd gets in. He's got double leg.
Wow, that was a huge takedown.
Floyd goes straight to side control. with a good crossface.
So it doesn't appear that Isaac feels threatened at this time.
Floyd moves straight to full mount. Dancy gives up his back. Floyd's got to put those hooks back in. Dancy's doing a good job standing up. Still in trouble though.
So Floyd is holding up against the cage pretty well. I'm curious. So I've noticed that Dancy's right leg is actually kind of stretched out. If he can sweep that leg with a kick or something like that, I mean, wow, big shot from his Danny's left. Floyd still holding it down against the fence. You know, I'm actually pretty impressed with Floyd right now. He's kind of figured out how to, you know, dominate a little bit better than what he was doing. So we hear from the blue
Dancy's corner calling for him to be first.
So Dancy's corner is calling for a front kick, probably because Floyd is leaning very forward heavy, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but he could set up that front kick properly. Nice switch kick, that's what he was talking about. Ref gives him a warning saying watch the groin. Nice head kick, excuse me, that was inappropriate. Not what kind of show this is, guys.
This is a PG family show.
Yep, sorry. Ooh. I saw some sweat spray off that punch. That was a big one. So
Danny looking for that takedown again. He got it.
Yeah, and Floyd appears to be using that rush, that flurry to set up the takedown. So I think, wow, there's some big shots. Dancy doing a decent job keeping.
So I'm thinking Floyd did just enough to win that round at the end there.
Oh no, I definitely give that round to Floyd. Good show of sportsmanship between the two of them.
So we might be looking at 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
I mean, we can't see the scorecards. It could be 2-0 Floyd for all we know.
I think with both guys right now, their endurance is coming into play really strong. And remember, I was talking about how Floyd probably didn't have to cut any weight, and he's actually probably feeling himself now. Now he's feeling much better and not having to deal with as much power from Dancy. And you know, Dancy, although he has good control over his weight cuts and stuff like that, he might be getting gassed out due to the groundwork. And we have not really seen that from him. The only time I think we might have seen that is when he fought, not Travis Gerard, Trevor Dukeman, when it was that split decision. That was when wrestling had more of an effect and wore on him more. So we'll see what happens in this next round. But I think if
Floyd's actually showing some damage under his right eye.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see that before.
And I think it was that heavy left from Dancy, man, and maybe a bit of a head kick too, because we had that grazing head kick that Dancy went for earlier.
Yeah, it could have been like a toenail or something for all we know.
Could have been, yeah. Is it an eye poke if it's with the toe? I don't know. So I'm guessing from what I just heard from Dancy's coach is that he's just going to spend the next 3 minutes laying into his opponent to make up for losing that last round.
And of course, we know what Floyd wants to do. Floyd's looking for that takedown.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to look for the flurry followed by a solid shoot. He's using that.
And I mean, it's the only strategy that makes sense because of the height differential.
And that's pretty much what we saw coming too. So, I mean, if he can apply it, he might get the dub. Oh,
good kick from Dancy there.
So I think if Dancy brings that kick upstairs, he could get a huge head kick knockout. At least a head kick.
Floyd coming in, fires the clinch up.
So, like a matador, Dancy just used that flurry and Floyd's forward pressure to turn him around and put him up against the fence. So now he turned the tables on him. Big knee to the hip. Trying to get that straight.
Dancy looking for a judo throw.
Oh, man. That was big.
Floyd with another big takedown. Floyd moves straight to full mount. This is not a good spot for Dancy. If they stay there the rest of the fight, Floyd's going to get the decision.
Yeah, he is. And, I mean, that was some serious, like, judo footwork there before that takedown. It seemed like they were really alternating between hip-to-hip movement. And that was not just a trip of a takedown either. That was big. So it probably wore him out a little bit. Dancy's corner is yelling for him to use his hips to.
If I was
try to
Danny, I feel very comfortable right now. I mean, don't take any risks. Don't do anything crazy. Don't posture up too high. Just get a few shots in, earn your points, and get the belt.
As long as he stays busy right here, I mean, they're not going to get stood back up, and he gets to just rack up points for full mount dominance and the shots that he lands on him in the process.
They're running out of time. They've only got a minute left. Isaac's got to do something.
So
let's go. We gotta work. We gotta work, Isaac.
This is one of the best underdog fights I've seen since I've been here, where Danny jumped 2 weight classes and went straight up against the champ.
Get out.
This is Dancy's chance because of Floyd's high base.
Yeah.
This is where he's got a bridge.
Floyd could actually go for a
Dancy's corner's calling for him to give his back up just as an effort to do something.
He has a chance to go for an armbar right here with either arm.
10 seconds. Oh, I mean, we're going to see Floyd win by decision.
Yeah. Seen a lot of decision fights tonight. And there you have it. I think it is safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, we have found.
Well, one thing you got to be aware of is that judges might not
see
a certain judge might not give a shit about grappling if there's no damage done.
Yeah, no, and also you made me think. Even at the UFC, if you're the champ, they want to see you show dominance over that champ, like absolute dominance.
Right, there's like an unspoken advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta really show that you are hungrier than the champ, and so you deserve it more. But like I said, you know, Danny was awfully top heavy during that. Battery. Yep.
You might move that a little bit closer because you're a little quiet.
Okay. I'll make it so I can hear out of it too.
We anxiously await decision from that fight.